Look at this friggin' thing. No, not that. Ah, yeah. Now we in business, bruh. Yeah. What up, YouTube? It's your boy Denali, aka Don Squally, back at y'all with another YouTube video, man. So in this one, I'm gonna kind of answer a question, touch on a subject, I guess would be the better way to put it, about VQ35s and how awesome are they? Now, I'm not gonna lie, they are impressive. Before we get started in the video, I'm just gonna give you guys a little taste of what I mean. Like, oh my god, that sounds absolutely amazing. Now, is the VQ35 a good engine? To make it short, absolutely yes. This car, or these engines specifically, found in a lot of cars, actually a few trucks too. I know a couple of the Pathfinders from back in the day actually have VQ35s, albeit a detuned version of what's inside a G35, but nonetheless, they still do possess this V6 engine. Now, when the VQ35 first came out, I want to say around 2003, is that fair to say? When these engines first came out, at the time, they were serious business. Now, obviously, as time progresses and, you know, newer cars come out, engineering gets better. There are some pretty fast cars out there right now. But in 2003, 2004, 05, up until I want to say 06, 07 is really where they needed to update the design and didn't. But the earlier models of the VQs were stomping out BMWs, were stomping out Mercedes, even the V8 Mustangs of the era, keeping up with them right on their asses. These things were just very impressive engines. Still to this day, very impressive. Obviously, you got a taste of what the sound is like with a modified exhaust. Now, the thing about it is, like I was saying, as time progressed, cars got a lot faster. Now, a newer V6 Camry, newer V6 Accords, shoot, you guys have even seen in my track day vlog, some of my subscribers may have seen that a turbo Kia on a good day in good conditions will outrun an 04 G35. Now, obviously, the HRs and the VQ37s are quite a bit faster than a DE, which is rated at, I want to say, 260 from the factory. Now, the new VQ37s, I believe, are over 300 horsepower stock, which is very impressive. However, the problem and the downfall with the VQ engines is that from factory, they are pretty much tuned to perform at their peak. Now, there are things that you can do. Obviously, removing cats, getting a tune is definitely gonna help. But I mean, these vehicles, like I say, from factory, are performing pretty much at their maximum capacity. It takes a lot to get more power out of these. Now, you can spend maybe $2,000 to $3,000 getting headers, getting them installed, tuning it, doing a few things like that, and you're really only gonna yield about 10 or 20, maybe 30 extra horsepower. Whereas, let's say you start out with a turbo motor, you know, you sink about $500 into any turbo motor, just tuning it, and you're gonna gain easily 20 to 30 horsepower depending on the application. So the VQ35s, great motors, very fast out of the box, but you're definitely gonna have to be spending a little extra money if you want to see any noticeable performance gains. Now, obviously, you guys know that my Altima, I spent a substantial amount of money on that car. Really, only gained an extra second in the quarter mile, or shaved a second off of my quarter mile time, I should say, which for the amount of money that I spent on that car is kind of upsetting and depressing, which is why I don't really plan on making that mistake with this car. If I do it, I'm gonna do it right, spend a large sum of money and make sure we get some forced induction or some nitros. But for now, it sounds great. It still performs pretty well. I'm on the heels of a lot of, I mean, I'm not gonna beat a lot of modern cars. The new SIs from like 06 up will give this thing a run for its money. However, I'm right on the heels still of a lot of sports cars. Weight reduction would definitely help in my case. I had my spare tire rear seats all out in the summertime, trying to gain a little bit of extra horsepower. So if you're looking for right out of the box performance, you can buy like an 03 Maxima with a VQ35, and that is gonna perform, well, maybe not around the corners, but in a straight line, it is gonna keep up with a G35 up until I'd say 06 probably. You'll definitely be able to keep up with an 06 G35. And you guys may have also seen on my track day videos from a dig 60 foot, I can hang with a G37, you know, on a good day. Obviously, driver mod definitely comes into play there. But yeah, I would definitely recommend a VQ35 if you want just out-of-the-box performance. But if you're looking to get serious performance, 300 plus horsepower, I would start maybe with a different engine. Go with maybe a VQ37 in a G37 or a 370Z. Or maybe even, I hate to say this, a different platform, maybe something turbocharged like an older, I don't know, 180, 240, something of that nature. But if you want out of the box performance, 260 horsepower is definitely pretty respectable, but they're pretty much at their maximum horsepower capacity right out of the gate, man. So that's pretty much my take on the VQ35DE specifically. Obviously the HR's a whole nother beast, and the 37's definitely another whole nother ball game. But hey, even with the DE, you're still getting this great sound, great performance, and you can call yourself a VQ man. So with that being said, I'm thinking we're probably gonna put an end to this video. I just been cruising around. I gotta head to Canadian Tire, grab a couple things. As always, I want to say thank you guys for watching. Means the world to me. And we're gonna catch y'all mofos at the next one, man.